I am so glad you are here. I'm going to wait. We'll make sure we get everybody in here as we're able to. It's the Instagram where there's a little lag. So, yes, last time I did this, Instagram did not work. So, we're just checking to see if we're ready to go live with Instagram too. Ah, it's working today. I did nothing. Wow. I'm so glad you're here, Instagram included. It's Energy Sunday. Let's talk a little bit about Reiki energy and what it actually is. So, I hear all kinds of things about it, but my best example, the favorite thing I've ever read for an analogy or used as an analogy, I think I read it before I wrote it. I don't think it's my idea, is what I'm saying. I just don't remember where I read it. Is that idea of you get a paper cut and you instinctively go to put it in your mouth or blow on it. That's the healing energy that Reiki gives you deeper access to. So when you're working with Reiki energy, you're working with God's energy or universal life force, or there's lots of ways of phrasing the same idea. So depending on your comfort level, pick the phrase you like the best. They're all good phrases. It is the Reiki 1 attunements really are meant to help you tap into that energy a little more deeply than you have. If you've already done energy work somewhere else, it might not add much to what you're doing. It might be, yeah, that's right, that's how this works. And in Usui Reiki 1 training, what you're getting just basically is access to that information, great deeper access to that energy, and you're being encouraged to play with that energy, to make use of it on yourself, perhaps on your family or roommates. It really is all about tapping into that life force that we all have. In Japanese, it is ki. It's usually spelled Ki. And if you're thinking chi, you're thinking Chinese. Same idea, slightly different word. And you'll even see them spelt differently. Ki is usually Japanese. Qi or chi or chi is usually Chinese, from my understanding. So with that in mind, if you just raise energy, allow the energy of the universe to filter through you. Let's say we do that, we rub our hands. I know I've done this exercise before, and then you can kind of feel that little bit of energy that's between them. You can find the line. You can then apply that energy to your head during a headache. You could apply it to your heart if you're feeling anxious about something, or even to your lower back, near where your kidneys would be located. You can do that on the front as well, but lower back is more commonly used for kidney pains or kidney or anxiety issues. And the reason for that really is that the adrenals sit right on top of your kidneys. So from a Western standpoint, that's why you'd go for the kidney area, which is just the lower back. So you can just take that energy that you found and apply it to your lower back. It can really work wonders as you focus in on calming those functions down and letting everything flow a little more evenly. It can make a big difference, even if you've never been initiated into Reiki. And Reiki is done by initiation. And in Usui Reiki, the first form of Reiki brought to the US by Takata, we have just playing with the energy really as that first level of use. No symbols, nothing complicated. You just introduce yourself to the energy and begin practicing using it. And I know in my Reiki 1 training, we talk about the history of Reiki. We go over the 5 intentions, or what could be called the Reiki prayer, which is just for today. I will not anger. Just for today, I will not worry. And there's 5 of them. I'm not going to go through them all. And they do have different translations. I have my favorite translations of them. That you will honor your work and you will honor others as well as yourself. Those concepts are built into Reiki from the ground floor, from the very, very beginning. So we talk about those. We talk about the history of Reiki, and only because chakras are ubiquitous in Reiki practice, at least in my part of the US, we go over what the chakras are, what they mean, and give everybody sort of a little cheat sheet, like a good 20 or 30 minutes of just these are the basic concepts that we find people referring to most often when they're referring to your root chakra, your sacral chakra, etc. So that energy that Reiki is tapping into is the holy energy of the universe. So if you can access that energy through meditation, through prayer, and keep in mind these things can be you seated, calmly breathing, doing what you might think of first as meditation, but you might also do it through a physical form of meditation. And repetitive learned movements are most often thought of for that. So it might be common examples would be yoga or Tai Chi, but I would add, as someone who grew up doing, ballet classes and other forms of dance, I would add the bar work from any ballet class. It's highly repetitive. It kind of goes through the whole body, at least the way I was trained. So I would say any of these methods of accessing that energy is very similar to Reiki. And I would never be afraid of Reiki energy for that reason. It is simply the positive energy that creates the universe and you. And that's what's beautiful about Reiki. So I'm over time. I've got to leave you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And whether I'm seeing you on the live or on the replay, have a great day. We've got our art show today, Sunday, the 16th of February, 2025. Look at that gorgeous art back there. I'm very excited. It's Chris Wilson. She's fantastic. Maybe we'll see you there later today. Blessed be.